Hello everyone, this is my presentation for specialism in teacher education and development model, and the topic of my presentation today is applying cooperative development in post-observation, an institutional talk or a win-win discussion. You're probably curious why I'm wearing this outfit. This is a traditional custom of Vietnam and is only worn on formal and special occasions. Teachers often wear this in their observed lessons. The costume is beautiful, but does it really make the wearer comfortable? This makes me think about the observation itself, whether what observers see in an observation is what really happens in the class every day. Well, that's a story I'm telling you about the observation in my country, but the more important thing is the reflection of post-observation practice. After the observation, what remains in teachers' mind? Do they think about what happened in the post-observation conference? Or do they just feel relieved because the burden is lifted, like they can take off their traditional dress? Therefore, my motivation of doing this presentation is to have teachers improve the effectiveness of post-observation in Vietnamese English teaching context. Here is the outline of my presentation. I'm going to walk you through three parts: the popular problems of post-observation, the benefits of cooperative development in post-observation, and how to apply it in post-observation. The focus of my presentation would be how to apply cooperative development to improve teachers' reflective practice and encourage professional development. I'd like to talk a little bit about the problem of post-observation in my context. First, because of the time limit, post-observation is normally a quick recapitulation based on the checklist rather than an in-depth experience exchange. Also, observers often give direct advice, and this might weaken the teacher's critical thinking and self-exploration. So, what can be done to improve the quality of post-observation? My answer to this question is using cooperative development, CD. But why CD? Well, CD has a wide variety of benefits, but I just pick up the three most important ones. First, CD has empathy and non-judgmental discussion as main values. Second, in CD, the supervisor uses probing questions rather than direct advice. And last but not least, the dialogic talk in CD helps both observer and observee share their issues with each other. Then, how to apply CD in post-observation? As you may know, there are 7 moves in CD, including attending, reflecting, thematizing, challenging, focusing, goal-setting, trialing. But for post-observation, I will focus on the last 3 steps since I believe that these stages have teachers perceived the gap between their desired and actual performance and then think about possible changes. One important thing that both observer and observee should bear in mind is that post-observation should not be separated from pre-observation and while observation, but they should be well connected. How to do that? In the pre-observation, a teacher can ask an observer to focus on specific aspects in the lesson and share some of her concerns before the lesson. In while observation, observer takes notes to see how the teacher deals with the concerns in pre-observation discussion. And in post-observation conference, the observer can emphasize on the 3 CD moves I mentioned earlier: focusing, goal-setting, and trialing. So, what kind of probing questions need to be asked? An observer can ask something like, what do you think worked really well in this class? What areas do you want to improve and how you might do that? And if you could teach the same class again, what would you do differently? Whatever the question can be, the main role of the observer is to have teachers find out aha moment themselves. Is the post-observation over when the observation is over? The answer is no. The cooperative development model can be cyclical. The number rounds of observations and post-observation discussion can enable this cycle to continue finding issues to investigate further. Before I finish my presentation, I would like to share with you my favorite African proverb. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go further. Applying CD in post-observation is a way to let the teacher know that I care what you are doing. I want to be a part of it. That is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your listening.